Tsunami's roar should have flattened the mountains and ripped holes in the sky. She shot after Queen Scarlet, a blue blur against the clouds. "Go with her!" Queen Ruby shouted at her soldiers. She grabbed the head from the dazed SkyWing who held it. "All of you, go now!" They obeyed in one glittering mass of red and orange, except for one who turned at the last minute to face Ruby. "If we catch her," he said hesitantly, Do you want us to? Yes. Kill her, Ruby said. I don't mind who does it. He nodded and wheeled around to follow the others. Should I go with them? Peril wondered. Surely there were enough dragons chasing Scarlet without her. What she really wanted to do was take care of Clay. Knowing how he was about his friends, Peril guessed, with a stab of jealousy that she was immediately ashamed of, that he must be devastated. Would he be devastated if that was my head? Stop thinking about yourself, Peril. Worry about Clay. He was half carrying Sunny down to a flat shelf of gray rock that angled out of the mountain below them. Ruby glanced at the head in her talons and then followed. So, this would be awkward. But it was clearly an emergency. Ruby would just have to deal with Peril's presence, and if she didn't like it, it was her own fault for standing so close to Clay when he was clearly suffering and needed Peril. Peril dropped out of the sky, landing with a thump in front of Clay and Sunny. Sunny was sobbing too hard to notice her, and at first, Clay didn't seem to see her either. His brown eyes stared blankly down at the little sandwing, as if his brain had been incinerated. So it was only Ruby who reacted immediately, recoiling with a hiss of fury at the sight of Peril. "What are you doing here?" Ruby demanded. "In my mountains." "These are my friends," Peril said, lifting her chin. "You can't make me stay away from my friends." "Monsters don't have friends," hissed Ruby. Peril gave Clay a sideways glance, waiting for him to say something like, "She's not a monster," or, "We are her friends," but he still wasn't even looking at her. "How could she have killed Glory?" Sunny cried. "Glory's amazing and indestructible and has magical death spit plus death bringer and a whole army of rainwings who would die for her. Clay, please tell me that's not her." "Maybe it's a trick," Clay said, turning numbly toward the head in Ruby's talons. It didn't look like a trick to Peril. That was definitely the head of the Rainwing Queen. Peril remembered Glory clearly from her time in the Sky Palace, before she venomed Queen Scarlet. She also remembered her on the sands of Byrne's stronghold, holding Clay down while Peril burned out the snakebite poison in his leg. She was the one who ruined Scarlet's face, the one Scarlet hated the most. But you'll be next, she thought, glancing at Ruby. And then, maybe me. Or maybe the other dragons from the prophecy. Was Clay on Scarlet's list? If she dared. If she came anywhere near him. Peril felt molten lava rippling under her scales and curled in her tail with a soft growl. Clay's big mudwing wings trembled as he tried to reach out and touch the severed head. If only she could do it for him. Then she could examine it and tell him the horrible truth. But she couldn't touch it at all, or it would turn to charred black cinders in her claws. "It looks like Queen Glory to me," said Ruby. "I'm sorry for you both." Sunny broke down, covering her face with her talons and curling into a ball with her wings over her head. Clay closed his eyes and his head dropped. "Can I see?" Peril and Ruby both looked up and found Turtle flapping down from the sky. He landed and carefully took the head from Ruby, studying it from all sides. "Who are you?" Ruby asked. "Did you know Queen Glory?" "No, I never met her," he said. "I'm one of the sons."